Is Rampart being exposed? There's no way they bring him back just to die, right? That wouldn't happen. I'm afraid now. Well, he was certainly committed. Now what? What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben and today I'll be reacting to The Bad Batch Season 2 Episode 7. Now, I've been loving this show. Like, I just love how they've been exploring different parts of the Star Wars galaxy. Like, in the last episode we got to see Gungi again, so awesome that that kid survived. And we got to see like the Wookiee home planet of Kashyyyk again, which I feel like we never really got to see that much of. We saw it in Revenge of the Sith, but it was then overtaken by clones and we saw basically a beach of it. And then Yoda beheaded 2 clones and that was basically it. And then now we've gone to see it here, and I think it was just so cool to see that sort of culture be explored. Then episode before that, we got to see like some ancient history of before the Republic, so that was awesome as well. And I'm just loving that each episode feels so different and so unique, and I cannot wait to see what like happens in this one. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. This Coruscant, we finally back at Coruscant. It's been so long. How have things changed now? How like immediate is the effect here then? Because this is the closest to everything. Okay, the clone bar seems normal.
The entire galaxy believes Rampart's lies. Even the Senate.
But
there's nothing we can do about it.
How high up is Rampart?
Kamino was our home. We destroyed it.
Oh, they're going with this.
Because of what we did.
Yeah.
We were following orders.
It's not a good thing.
I can't stay silent any longer. What did you do?
Oh, wait.
I sent a message to Rampart.
Is Rampart being exposed?
The chance to tell the Senate the truth before I did it myself.
I mean, he killed Wilco. That clone's not going to survive, is he? He's going to die. You threatened Rampart. It's not going to work. He won't take kindly to that. It's cool that Rampart's already been backed into another corner, so he's still with a Bad Batch out there. That just their presence alone, if the Empire finds him, exposes him. Now this is going on? This doesn't look good for him at all.
You know what Rampart's capable of. It's too dangerous.
There's so much fear surrounding him.
We're not bad men, but what we did was wrong.
I'm so happy with this. The guilt.
I need your help. Together we can...
Yeah, dead. Oh, you're dead. You're gonna die. Who's doing it? Rampart doesn't have that good a shot. Crosshair? Is it Crosshair? I feel like Crosshair might have hit him by now. Oh, he's so dead. But this is gonna push you to expose it if you live. Yeah, no, that's a complete miss. There's got to be Crosshair. There's no way it isn't Crosshair. Okay, oh, okay, smart, cool, good. Yeah, that. Oh wait, that can't be Crosshair then? He would have gone for the engine. Yeah, the fact that it's still functioning means it's not Crosshair. I hope. Please say it's some other shooter. Yeah, you're still gonna try and expose Rampart now.
Secure the perimeter.
I almost want like a clone rebellion. Would they all join together because of like what happened to Kamino? If one's thinking it, surely others will. Is it Crosshair? I don't think it is. That was a little different helmet. Has he got a costume change?
While the cataclysmic storm on Kamino was tragic,
We're actually in the Senate chamber again.
Admiral Rampart's proposed defense recruitment bill will keep us protected.
I hate this dude so much.
Debated and tabled each session for a reason. There are more pressing matters in the galaxy right now.
Okay, cool. Like you against Rampart. So, this feels so weird that Padme isn't here.
But the mid and outer rims are rife with insurgents. We must be protected.
They're so like Organa. They're so like on board with the Empire. It's so irritating.
Where does the Emperor stand on this issue?
Don't call him that.
He remains absent from these proceedings.
He's not even here anymore.
Trust this delegation to act in the best interest of all galactic citizens.
So he doesn't even come down to it.
About
Is he just...
the interests of the clone troopers.
Is that?
Why are they not included within this legislation?
Chi-Chi. Is that Chi-Chi? I think that's her name. Or Chu-Chi.
And should be slated for decommissioning.
They are not droids to simply be shut.
Yeah, what do you mean by decommissioning? They're living beings.
Defended our worlds.
I didn't realize you spoke on the clone's behalf.
Chu-Chi, I absolutely hate this person.
After all they have sacrificed, you now wish to discard them. Leave them with nothing. Is that how we repay them for their service?
Thank you. Amazing. I love it. Okay, we've finally seen so much with you.
How can we debate commissioning a new army without a plan in place to care for our current one?
Haha. Oh, great nose going forward. But I do like this. They're thinking about the clones, and Chuchi's come back, so we're getting to see her development, because in Clone Wars, it felt like she was building up to something. Now I'm finally seeing it.
Allow me to assure this delegation that provisions are in place to aid the clones as they begin to be phased out.
Are you even allowed to be here? You're not a senator.
If we work together, I am confident we can adequately address their concerns.
I hate him so much. He says all the right things.
Table the vote on the defense recruitment bill.
I second.
Amazing. Come on, you two. I love them. They're still putting up a good fight, even though they're just totally overwhelmed by the Empire. Yeah, so Palpatine doesn't even come down to these anymore. So he truly sees himself as above just being the Senate, so he's full-on Emperor now. I hate that.
Tarkin assured me you were capable of getting the Senate to support this bill. I am not the one who will suffer if it doesn't.
Okay, so much happened. So Tarkin believes in him, that's good, that's lovely. But he was also failed then, or he's trying not to fail.
Any of them begin to dig further into what truly happened to Kamino.
Okay, so you know.
Once she's appeased, the defense recruitment bill will be approved long before any of the provisions she's seeking come due.
Like, it's so sad. I know that it obviously works. It's stormtroopers happen. It's not clone troopers. So that does move to a recruited army. So, but what I want to know, what happens to the clones? Is he okay with just letting them leave? Is that something, or does he have to be killed? Do they all need to be killed?
Once a clone has completed the required rotations,
Yeah, the Empire declares us obsolete. We know.
Yeah.
Talking won't change that.
I mean, this is good. They're getting angry. Hopefully they can turn against the Empire.
I can craft a pension plan.
Pension plan? I'd rather be out there fighting those insurgent groups that keep popping.
No, you fight with them.
And what happens when you're too old?
That's not a scenario we're trained to think about.
It's time you did. All of you.
Good point. You're designed to die in battle, basically.
You spent years fighting for us. Let me fight for you. Tell me how to help, and I will make sure Admiral Rampart's bill meets your needs.
She reminds me of Padme, just in like how she's like fighting for like good people. She's really trying, and that's so Padme. She convinced all of them? Awesome! Okay, I love that we're seeing you again, and you get to do so much.
Senator,
Yes?
are you truly intent on helping clones?
No, do not, no. She's gonna die, isn't she? She's gonna die, she's gonna get killed. Oh, great, you're gonna tell her, she's gonna find out the truth about Kamino, but we know that the clones don't, like, they're not in the original trilogy. She's gonna get killed. Please don't get her killed.
Kamino wasn't destroyed by a storm.
Now the information's out there.
Attack. Put it by Rampart himself.
Yeah, information's out there. Great. No. Please say this goes somewhere. I mean, I don't know. We don't know where Rampart is in the original trilogy. Maybe this could go so differently. I don't know what could happen.
Open fire on the cities.
If they were true, the Senate would know.
No.
Rampart made sure no one could. Clones who tried to speak up were either reassigned, went missing.
Okay, so Rampart is so much more powerful than I thought he was. I thought he was just like he is an admiral, but I guess he just was a guy. This, just hearing other people talk about him and be afraid of him, this is so much more interesting.
You seem like one of the good ones, Senator. Be careful.
Yes, be careful, please. Don't die.
Everything all right?
Who can you trust? Who can you trust?
Yes.
There's no way they bring him back just to die, right? That wouldn't happen. I'm afraid now.
Senator Chuchi, Admiral Rampart is expecting you.
So you've got a meeting with Rampart. Please don't tell him you know, because then he will kill you. It's honestly quite weird that Kamino feels exactly the same as it did during the Republic, and I guess that is just because of the corruption and all that stuff. It really doesn't feel different at all. Even though the Empire's here and the Republic is gone, Kamino feels exactly the same. It doesn't feel darker, it just feels still quite bad, and I guess that's what Palpatine wants.
I'm in some trouble. I've heard you can help me get out.
You're gonna die.
But you have to hurry. I don't have much time.
How powerful is Rampart? There's so many things going through my mind. Is that whoever he's talking to, is that Rampart just to trick him? How in control is he?
You expect the Empire to fund a new military and full pensions for millions of clone troopers.
Then perhaps now is not the time for your recruitment bill.
But the murmurs of rising threats and insurgency are more than rumors. My priority is keeping the
And they're alone.
safe. But I do agree with
And he's walking away from her.
the future of the clones requires
It's a desk, okay. Well,
something troubling you, Senator.
this is so freaky.
The storm
No!
that caused the cities of Kamino to fall.
Don't.
How is it that you survived.
Stop, please, stop.
I was taking part in a training exercise off-world. If I had been present, perhaps more could have been saved.
Okay, just pretend to believe it.
The Kaminoan population was lost, Admiral.
So even all the Kaminoans died there, so they weren't even evacuated?
We must move forward.
Perhaps it is easier for some than others.
Stop pushing. He's gonna figure it out. He knows you know.
Good day, Admiral.
He knows you know. You don't just say that and walk away. He knows you know. You're gonna die. Always expect the worst, so you're not disappointed. He knows. He's thinking of what to do. Great, I don't like that. Is this a whole Chi-Chi episode? I love this, that we're just getting to see it again, but now I'm so afraid. I haven't seen like any member of the Bad Batch yet. It's not something new. They did it with Syndulas.
You've received a secure communication.
From whom?
Who is it? I feel like everything's a trap. We still don't know who was shooting at the clones before. Obviously in cahoots with Rampart. Is this the same person that's contacting people? This person probably the same one that was contacting Slip. Is that his name? There's someone out there who's helping people.
It's all right. Wait here.
And you're going alone. Oh, okay, it's Organa. Okay, I can rest easy.
I heard you had a meeting with Admiral Rampart.
I expected more pushback, but he conceded to many of my requests.
That's a bad sign.
Rampart is skilled at saying all the right things, especially when he doesn't want anyone looking deeper.
You're gonna look deeper, you're gonna find out, and you're gonna die.
These insurgencies that have arisen, their numbers are growing, and the Emperor is afraid.
Really?
Systems begin to revolt as they did with the Republic. That will threaten his new empire.
But we know it lasts.
Designed to be submersible, weathered thousands of storms over the years.
Yep.
Yet it's suddenly wiped off the...
Okay, it was such a bad lie on Rampart's part, but now you know, now he's gonna come for you.
Rampart gave an order to attack the Kaminoan cities. He said he was assigned to the ship that opened fire. We can convince him to testify.
No.
My guards are out searching.
Be careful, Ryo. You may not be the only one looking for it.
Yeah, people are gonna die, people are gonna die. We know this doesn't work, but we don't know where the clones go. I doubt the Empire would fund a pension plan.
Have you located the clone?
Voice, come on.
Not yet, but Senator Chuchi's guards have also been searching for him.
Okay, new weird voice. Okay, who are you? If you're Crosshair, why would you hide your identity and voice from Rampart?
The Senator as well.
Ensure it can't lead back to me.
Yep, so he knows the Senator. Great. Okay. So that and the helmet honestly looks awesome. It looks cool. It looks like a skull. But great. Rampart knows you have become such an interesting villain. I love how competent you seem and just smart. Like, you also have like the skills to back it up. It's incredible. He's almost reminding me a little bit of Dooku in the way they used politics.
Where are you?
I'm en route. Heading to my...
No, don't trust it. It sounded staticky. It's a trap. You're dead.
Easy, trooper.
And who was the en route?
I believe you were telling the truth about Admiral Rampart. I want you to help me.
He's gonna die. It will never be that easy.
Someone who can make me disappear.
Oh, what?
The Empire can't find.
Yeah, you're dead. That's such a stupid thing.
They already killed Cade. My life is in danger. Yours will be too.
Yeah, and you're both together.
His attack on Kamino didn't just affect the cloning facilities. Rampart wiped out entire cities.
And destroyed a lot of Kamino apparently. Sound like Sam survived though?
He died trying to speak the truth. They deserve justice.
Yes, but that's not gonna happen now. Always expect the worst. Oh, move! Okay. Who are you?
Testify before the Senate.
Music's building, he's dead. You're dead.
The evidence you want is aboard Rampart's ship. Check the bridges.
Okay, you got something, he's gonna die.
Take the backup to the central system.
Yep, dead. Oh. Well, he was made to disappear. Who on earth? Ow! Just run! Leg it! And dead. No, you're not dead. Yeah. Focus, come on. Channel the inner Padme. Run. Do something. Fight back. You're gonna die. She's gonna be the only one left alive. This guy is cool. Okay, you got away. Good. But now you have a lead. You can go to the ship and get data or something. Come on. Oh, yeah, guard's gonna die. Yeah. Oh, not dead? He's gonna wait for them to come out. Oh, not what it... Oh, great. Okay, chase isn't over yet. Hey! Oh, why do the bad guys always see you before you see them?
I'll draw him out. Run for the door. Get to the speeder. I'll be right behind you.
He's not coming back. Just leg it. Oh, kid, just go! Oh, we've got to be kidding. Why? You can't die yet. I think you're gonna die, but you wouldn't die yet. No way. You've got a lead. You're gonna find that lead and you're gonna follow it. Then you're probably gonna die. You're not gonna die here. Oh, and you're coming face to face with them. They've got a hood. They weren't wearing a hood. There's someone else. Oh, okay. Find out who it is. It's interesting. Open the mask. But who's this? You saved them? You're wearing a cloak?
You all right, Senator?
Captain Rex?
What?
What is going on?
Okay, so you're back again. Amazing. What are you doing on Camino?
Came to meet a clone contact of mine when I heard the blaster fire.
Wait, you were the...
You were who Slip was meeting.
Oh! Why say that you'd make him disappear? That still seems weird.
Someone was sent to make sure that would never happen.
Yep, who is it? Open the mask. I can't. A clown.
He's not a trooper. Not sure what he is, but I suggest we question him somewhere more hidden.
Wait, not a trooper. What do you mean? New weird things happening. What? I need this explained. There's a clone that isn't a trooper. That is odd. That is so odd. I mean, you had the Bad Batch. Is like another thing to Bad Batch. Oh, why? I need answers.
Where are we?
A couple of friends of mine own this garage. They're gone for a bit.
Oh, is that Chase and Rafa garage? And you knew them from, yeah, you were together with you signaled each other with the thing before.
Tell me whose orders you are following, and I'll let you go. No, you won't. You're fighting the wrong battle, brother. You're limited.
Okay, you're interesting. You fully believe it. Great. You fully believe in the Empire?
I believe,
Oh! Oh, goodness. Great. Oh, dear. Well, he was certainly committed. Now what? So he wasn't a trooper. He was something else. He's fully on board with the Empire. So much so, and it just ends. So much so that he goes and does something like that. This is awful. Okay, this episode is super interesting just in the sense that, first off, no Bad Batch, which is, like, still is fine. We had that with Syndulas, and that was an amazing episode. So I don't know whether or not she will live. I don't, because we know the outcome of the clones and the Stormtroopers. Well, we don't know the outcome of the clones. We just know that the clones aren't there in the original trilogy. That is recruited military. That's what it is when Luke deals with them. So Rampart obviously wins this whole ordeal. But is it Rampart that does it? Is it Tarkin that does it? Because we don't see Rampart. There's no mention of him. There's still a lot of room for things to happen and things to go. But I always feel like the worst thing possible is going to happen. Chi-Chi is back, which is amazing. Love her being back. And we're getting to see her, like, I guess, be full senator now. And not because we saw her coming into it in Clone Wars with just the whole ice stuff. And so she's, like, fully on board with it. She's perfectly capable now. She feels like Padme, which is awesome. So she's there. She's got developed and we're getting this to see her being much more capable. Love that. But now I feel like she's going to die. That's like the only way. No, if she stays alive, she's going to keep fighting for this. She's going to... She'll never stop fighting. But right now her only thing is getting the clones justice. Is there a way that the clones could get justice while having the... Because Rampart could get fired, but you still had other people going for the military act. So it could mean that she does win, Rampart might get fired, but then they still bring in the new troopers anyway. There's a lot of options here. I don't like it, but it still feels like her dying feels very, very up there in possibility. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't want her to die. But yeah, Rex is back, which is amazing. So love his being back. Still don't like that he said that he could make Slip disappear from the Empire. That doesn't seem like a good thing. That feels very much like what a bad guy could say just to make some disappear in another way. But yeah, so he's back, he's helping them, but that's just uncovered a whole lot of other mysteries around this new clone then who's decided to off himself. And so Rex said that he isn't a trooper. So he's a clone, but he's not a trooper. So he was from Camino, but he wasn't designed to be a soldier. He was designed to be something else then. That's what that means. Because the armor's different. It looks weird. I thought it might have been like an alien bounty hunter. Clearly not. And so that has left a whole lot of interesting stuff in the air. It's made Rampart seem so much more interesting. He seems like such a more powerful and interesting villain. Just having other people talk about you already makes you seem more menacing and threatening, because it's their experience that we haven't seen, that they have that fear there. So he's clearly a powerful influence. He has influence over the Senate. He's even in the Senate doing stuff there. And he has these weird weapons, which is a weird clone that he has. Like, his way with people is not... So he's not just physically capable. I mean, he's not just, like... He's capable in, like, every sense. It's pretty amazing. But his weakness is that he's managed to back himself into multiple corners now. That's, like, a huge mistake. If he was super great, he probably wouldn't have left those corners open to begin with. But the fact that now the Bad Batch are around, all the Empire needs to do is accidentally stumble upon them, and then Rampart is done. And because that immediately blows open... Oh, no. They're going to show up in the next episode, aren't they? This is how it's going to tie in. The Bad Batch is going to be like what happened with the Syndulas. You had one episode focusing on the Syndulas, then the Bad Batch came in and dealt with it. This is what they're doing here. So the Bad Batch are going to come into the next episode. It's going to expose the Empire, Coruscant, that they're still alive, so they're going to be found out. Rampart will get fired. Or something. I'm hoping for fired. I doubt it. He's like the main villain of the show. He would never get fired like halfway through. But yeah, he's backed himself into corners, and this is how it's going to connect. So, so many bad things are going to happen. So, okay, I love this episode. It's really just jumped into a bunch of little relaxing ones, just to this very, very intense one. So we had a whole history lesson with the weird death machine, then to a Jedi finding happiness, which was great, and now we're going into full-on conspiracies on Coruscant. And this is amazing. This is perfect for, like, the mid-season. Okay, this episode was just insane. So we've gone straight back into the thick of it with the big, full, like, heavy plot points. And, like, we get to see Chuchi again, which is amazing. But it's a whole conspiracy about the clones and Kamino, so that's coming to fruition. Rampart might be exposed. So it's quite interesting that the Empire didn't sign off on that, because I thought they did. I thought that was, like, an actual thing that the Empire signed off on. Tarkin signed off on it, and he's quite close to Palpatine. So I guess he... Does that mean Palpatine still needs the support of the Senate to do stuff? I know I remember he abolished it in the original trilogy. That was one of the little things that was thrown out there, saying that the Senate has been gotten rid of, so the Empire came into sort of full power then. You know, it's interesting that he didn't, like... Because maybe... No, they wouldn't vote. Would they vote on that just to destroy Kamino? I mean, it makes sense that they've, like, done this, but I'm just surprised Palpatine wasn't more direct with it. Yeah, I love what this episode is just doing for Rampart, because he started off with, like, just not being that interesting. He's gone so far from then. He is an incredible villain. Just seeing him work with people and just using his words, that's already very awesome that he's able to use words as a weapon like that. And now we've seen him be capable, and sort of he's not afraid of killing people, as we've seen with Wilco. And now, with all of that, he also has an immense amount of power. In the start, he felt like Tarkin's underling. He's actually an admiral. He has people below him which are, like, willing to kill people and fully believe in what he's doing. And he has sort of a sway over the Senate. That is so insane. He's definitely turned into a worthy villain for the Bad Batch, and I can't wait to see where this eventually ends up with all of them, because they feel so separate at the minute. And that's because he's trying to pretend that they're dead so he can keep his job. So when everything clashes, this is going to be insane. Yeah, Chuchi returning, love that. So I love when they just bring in Clone Wars characters from this, because for you guys, it must have been, like, so long seeing these characters, like, from then till now. So it's awesome that I'm just being able to see their continuation like this. So she's back. She already seems like a more competent version of herself, and she feels like Padme in a way. So because she has that compassion there, and she has the morality, what she knows she's fighting for is right. So I absolutely love that she has that in her. Yeah, I think maybe hopefully we get to see be a bit more capable combat-wise. That was always something that was so cool with Padme, that she was able to do all this stuff from the Senate, yet she was able to defend herself incredibly well because she knew how dangerous her job was. This could be Chuchi's first experience if she doesn't die after this. So I'd love to see her, like, grow into a mini second version of Padme, just having her in the Empire, being able to fight the good fight, I guess. Yeah, was not expecting Rex to show up. So on Coruscant, of all places. So that because he's there. So I'm trying to remember now. So you had Trace and Rafa, who are in season 1. They were the ones that connected Rex with the Bad Batch to begin with. So we know that they're working together thanks to Ahsoka. So that all works. And I guess that explains why he's on Coruscant, because he's with them in the garage, but he said that they were away. So it's cool that we have those tie-ins and that all of them are fighting, but it's just surprising that Rex would go back to Coruscant. That's literally the belly of the beast, and he's just there, and he feels unfazed by it. So that is cool that it almost makes Coruscant feel less dangerous, because that is where Palpatine is, that's where the center of power is. Yet their enemies are sort of just there. That makes it feel okay-ish. But then you have the weird new soldier who is now dead. So this guy is interesting. He fully believes in the Empire, which that's not that interesting. You have people that be like that, but he's also a clone trooper. Maybe I'm trying to theorize things. He's clearly not that attached to Camino. He's killing people that were. So either he's just different to the rest of them and he's fully on board with the Empire, believes it wholeheartedly, or there's some more mystery behind him. This could be me being hopeful and just that we get more weird things out of the clones. And that maybe he wasn't made on Camino. Maybe this guy was made somewhere else, which would explain why he's not so attached to it, why he's willing to follow the Empire. Yeah, even Rex said that he wasn't a trooper. He doesn't have any identification markings. He's clearly not numbered, but we're not going to get any more information on him because he's dead, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully there's some way we can find out more about that, because that is so weird that there's a trooper who's not a trooper, who's fully on board with the Empire, and he's got his own new set of armor. That feels like some kind of secret division that Rampart somehow has control over. Also, I think it was so cool that we did actually get to just visit Coruscant again and just see the Senate, because it feels like those were such iconic places for the Republic. Of course, many bad things happened there. Coruscant was probably one of the worst planets just because of the corruption and just seeing the poverty levels and just how incredible the planet's environment was and just how it was all like layers upon layers of stuff. Then to get to the actual planet's surface, you had to go down or go to the weird mountain top thing where we saw Satine go. But I think it's just quite interesting that this planet feels no different than when it was in the Republic, because it's a darker time. I would almost expect things to feel darker here, but of course it doesn't, because Palpatine was fully in control in both the Republic and the Empire. So it makes sense that nothing would change, because nothing really has changed for Palpatine apart from the name. He was always in control. He basically, the minute he got into power, that was the Empire. The only thing that's changed is just the legality of it all. He was fully in control, and the Republic Coruscant has just remained the same, because it always was dark. I mean, even with the absence of the Jedi, which you would think would be the light of this planet, it doesn't feel like it's missing something. Because they didn't really have an impact on the planet at all. They were in their own little bubble, and now when they're gone, the rest of the planet feels no different. It's like there's no change. It hasn't been like a light's gone out. It just feels done. It feels like their little bubble has popped, and it hasn't really had that big of an impact on the rest of it. It just kind of goes to show what kind of impact they had on the planet as a whole. They cared about the rest of the galaxy, but they didn't bother to help Coruscant and all the people struggling there. Yeah, overall, really enjoyed this episode. I think this was just amazing in a way that it just snapped back to the more intense stuff, because we had a lovely break from it. And I will say the break, because like season 1, I did call one episode slightly fillery with the Rancor thing, but it still had some plot points, but that was basically just getting Fennec's name. So that, I think, this time around, season 2, they've done it a whole lot better in just how they've structured the episode. So you had the start where you had some incredibly intense stuff with the Batch and just dealing with the war chest, then Crosshair's thing, and then it started to wind down a bit and get less intense plot-wise, but it still had some incredible episodes in it. Those were much better than what I would say the Rancor one was. But this one, there's snap back to the intense stuff, and I think it feels much more natural, and I guess the quality overall of the storylines throughout the episodes we've seen of Season 2 so far are much more higher quality. I wouldn't say high. Season 1 was still good. I'm not trying to say anything, I'm not trying to say that Season 1 was bad. I just think the Rancor episode sticks out to me as being the weakest link in Season 1. So far, Season 2 hasn't had a weak link, and that's what I'm just impressed with. Yeah, as for the next episode, that's going to be very interesting. Obviously, the Batch are going to have to come into it at some point. I'm assuming this is going to be similar to what the Syndulla thing did, where it gave an episode without them, and then brought them in to deal with the stuff that episode set up. So this episode is kind of set up in a way for whatever's going to happen next, which seems insane, because this one was just crazy in what it dealt with, and now the Batch are going to come into it, and it's going to get a whole lot more crazier. I don't know if it will still be on Coruscant. That seems kind of way too dangerous. It still feels like Coruscant has this sort of bubble around it where the good guys just cannot touch it. Like, I'm so excited to see where this goes now. So you have Rex, you have some weird clone thing, you have Rampart, and you have this whole military act. I mean, the next episode could dictate what actually happens to the clones. This could finally answer what I've been asking since Umbara, where, like, what do they do? What is the retirement plan for these guys? Where do they actually go during the original trilogy? I want that answer so much. I would love it if we find out soon, just so I have that sort of answer, and I can just... I don't know whether or not if I'm going to feel sad about it. I'm not going to know if I'm going to feel happy about it. I just want to know. Yeah, with that said, that does bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one for Season 2, Episode 8. See ya.